Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. Just thought I'd return to you for this movie review tonight for The Silent Hour with Joel Kinnaman in this movie, and Mark Strong's in this as well. So I'm going to discuss what I watched for the hour and 39 minutes of this movie. So a 99-minute movie, it's not very long. Unless you know my thoughts on this movie overall. So let's dive into this movie review. Now, with what I've seen with this film, I gotta say, I kind of think it's meh. It's kind of disappointing in a way. It's not the worst film, but it's not one of the best I've seen this year. I think this movie kind of has its ups and downs. Pretty much it fluctuates from meh to disappointing. So, from what I've seen, Joel Kinnaman plays a guy named Frank, and he's a detective or whatever for the police department. And so what happens is he has this accident where he hits a car window, the back seat of a car window, face forward, and it cracks his skull, and then he drops on the ground and just bangs the back of his head on the ground, and he has permanent hearing loss. And it progresses throughout time. After the accident, 11 months later, it shows him 11 months later just using hearing aids, and then he just decides later on in the movie that he may not be using it anymore. So now what he's having to work on is sign language to be able to talk to people and for people to understand what he's trying to say. So pretty much with what I gathered with this film, I think the story had something interesting going for it, but the movie was kind of meh. It wasn't one of my favorite movies this year. It's not something I'm going to remember as the remainder of this year is about to be finished up in the next 2 weeks. So by January 1st, which is only 2 weeks away, because we're getting close to the very end of the year, we're down to the last 2 weeks of it. So pretty much from what I gathered with The Silent Hour, he's having to save this girl who's apparently deaf as well, and she's able to understand him by what he's trying to tell her in sign language. And so they're trying to get out of this apartment complex, abandoned apartment complex that's about to be just demolished in a way, so they can build something new. So there are these guys that are trying to kill her and trying to make sure she doesn't talk about what she took a video and photo of. So, from what I gathered, she did witness those people murdering someone, and there is an undercover cop. There is a detective behind this whole uh, deal with these shady people, and they're basically trying to cover up something. Cover something up and getting paid big bucks for it. Doing a job to. They're doing pretty much dirty work, and the cops are pretty dirty. Certain ones. But other than that, from what I gathered with this film, it's just about crooked cops and them taking a job that's hurting people and harming people. And Joel Kinnaman, his performance in it was kind of okay, but it's just the execution of the movie's performance was kind of meh. So if I were to give The Silent Hour its deserved score, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. It's a kind of meh movie. It's not something I'm going to be coming back to as the year progresses on for the remainder of this year. So, pretty much 6 out of 10 for this movie. I will be returning to you for Smile 2. That's the next movie I got to watch. And then Anora, Woman of the Hour. Venom, The Last Dance is the next one. So I'm almost done with the October movies. I got I would say 6 more of October releases. and then we'll continue forward with more movies, and so on and so forth. So I'm trying to get caught up with the rest of the year's movies, but I don't think I'm going to get done with it, but I am almost currently caught up, I can tell you that. I'm just 2 months behind, so that's not that far away from getting caught up. So that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about in this movie review for the Silent Hour 2024 movie review for this film review. I hope you enjoyed it. 6 out of 10 for this movie, and thank you for watching tonight. Have a good night.